back to the channel, and yep, I'm in a bivvy. The first outing looking for carp of 2023. So I've come down to a very special venue to my heart where carp fishing began for me many moons ago. So we're going to do a 48-hour session. I've met up with some friends. There's 4 of us fishing, and we're going to do the Friday and Saturday night. The lake that we're fishing holds a massive head of fish, mixed species, but the carp range to just shy of £20. It's mainly a runs water, so we hope, and what I mean by runs water, for the viewers that aren't quite sure, it's a water that has lots of fish, so potentially should produce some good fishing. Now we're hopefully going to target the bigger fish of the lake, but that's what everybody wants to do. It is February, the lake's quite barren, everything's died back down. It's quite mild for February though. We're at a steady 8 degrees, and there's a big wind on the way in tonight, so that, with a bit of luck, should get them fish on the move. So keep tuned, and hopefully we can bring you plenty of action over the weekend. So that's the first fish of this social session. Now I didn't even get a chance to set anything up or absolutely anything. It was literally rolled out, sat down, had a quick look on social media, and beep, off it went, one toner. So a lovely little fish of about £6, £5 or £6. And he's off again. This feels like a better fish. A much better fish. Nice common. Nice common. Get the net stuck in the only bramble that I've got around me. Oh. Where are you, pal? That's fish number 2 graced the net, so we'll get a quick picture with it, let you have a look and get it back. Fish number 2, and a chunky common at that. It's on me. Number 3. I've literally just put that bag out. Another little one. A small common, angry little common. Number 3 in the net. Taking me to fish number 3 is this stunning little golden common. Smallest fish so far as well, but stunning little fish. most exciting part now for me, apart from the fish, is Joe's driving and we're on the way to get kebab. So a big fat kebab, and then we'll get them rods back out. There was, what's it called, Joe?
Calzone.
Calzone, I've never even heard of it, but check that out. Meat feast, 12-inch. Calzone, I think I'm pronouncing it right. Starvio, hungry. So I'm going to have some tea with Joe. So hello Joe, welcome to the channel.
Hello.
We haven't shown Joe at all really. We haven't shown anybody apart from myself. Self-centered I am. So joining Joe in his gorgeous little bibby here for a takeaway now. The lads are over there, they're not having takeaway because they're tight. So we're going to smash some takeaway. Look at that. Smoking. So it's just tying another bag up there for the night now. And it's just absolutely screamed off. I don't think it's a big one. I don't think it's a very small one either. It might be the first double. That's not a bad fish, that. That's not a bad fish at all. That's definitely the first double. £12 one, my biggest fish so far of this session, and my fourth fish. So me and the boys have got a bit of a wager, £5 in the pot for the biggest fish over the weekend. I think this is it so far, but I think it's going to take a bit more to catch that big one. Let's keep trying, keep tuned, keep watching. That was a screaming run, that. Just trying to get away from the snag. That's it. Away from the snag. Oh. That was only small. Maybe. Running in it. So it fought like a demon, but it's only little. Takes me to fish, I think, number 6, yeah, fish number 5 or 6, I'm not quite sure, but fought like a demon. We'll get it back. 10 to 7 AM. So wow, it's rained last night. As you can see, the rods are in, and the reason behind that is at about 12:20 I had a fish of, I had a nice little carp. I didn't take a picture of it, a couple of pounds. Put the rod back out and it was just constant beep 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 beep. I think I had a massive shoal of bream moving onto me, so I brought the rods in and got my head down. Been a busy week in work anyway, so the sleep was needed and it was nice. So plan is now, get a cup of tea, get the rods back out. So where I've been pre-baiting is absolute fizzing. You can see it all coming up here now. Lots of fish activity in this corner, the wind's blowing into it. That's why I chose the peg that I chose. So you can see it all here, it's just like a jacuzzi. Constant big rafts of bottom mix coming up, where they're getting heads right into it, and that wind's still coming in here. That's why I picked this bottom corner on my walk around, seeing lots of activity here. So pays to walk around. I walked around the lake twice yesterday on arrival. So cup of coffee and get them rods back out. So the kid in me, seeing all the fizzing down in the right hand corner, seeing fish crashing off that island out there, just made me couldn't hold back, couldn't wait. So I put the rods out. So the stove is on. Oh, and the rod's away. So I missed that fish, but the stove's ready, so it's time for a morning coffee. Rod's back out as well, so let's hope they turn back up. So I'm going to do a quick video of my approach to this weekend. So that is my approach of a solid bag. Nice solid bag, corners folded over, helps with distance, and that there is an absolute belting solid bag. And that's all I'm doing, that's my approach this weekend. So we're now going into the second evening of this 48-hour. And it's like the lake has just absolutely switched off. Today there has been nothing. I think Jack has had one small ghosty, but it's like it's just switched off. But listen to this for absolute silence with the birds singing in the background. And that there is exactly why I love doing what I do. Just listening to the wildlife, listening to the world switching off for the night. But let's hope them big carp, or any carp at this point, decide to wake up for a night feed. So hopefully we'll bring you back with some action. Well, as you'll notice, I'm no longer on the bank. Late last night, about 9:30, 10 o'clock, I received a call off the wife to say that my eldest son had been taken into the hospital. But thankfully everything's okay, and he was let out of early hours this morning, so we'll just be keeping an eye on him. I'd like to thank Joe for, obviously we shared the lift, for packing up straight away and getting me home as quick as I could to my other two children. So it's been a good, really, weekend on the carp, and the first outing of 2023. Can't complain. I think I managed to bag about 11 carp in total. Nothing big. The biggest fish going to £12 one, which was the biggest fish out of them all whilst I was there. I'm not sure. Two of the lads obviously stayed on, so I'm not sure how they've got on, but I'm sure I'll hear before the end of the day if they had anything big. It's been a good weekend and a challenging weekend. As you can see in some of the footage, isn't great because the weather was took a turn for the worse. But then it cleared up yesterday and it was almost like a spring day. But with that happening, the fishing stopped. It just absolutely stopped. There was nothing happening at all. It's still cold out there. I think we were getting about 7 degrees yesterday, so that's still cold for carp fishing. And you know, carp fishing in the winter is a challenge. Carp fishing at any time of year can be a challenge, especially when you're targeting them big fish. But what I tend to do in the winter months, or the colder months, is pick lakes that are highly stocked, and that just gives you more chance, really. So I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you out fishing.